Today, my wife and I, we are celebrating 12 years of marriage. And one thing that I am grateful for from April 15th, 2023 to April 15th, 2024 is the worshipful experience that I had with my wife. This is the first time in a whole year span that I have not missed a worship experience with my wife. And I want to say just how grateful I am to be with my wife and submit to the same authority to lift our marriage up. You know, the book of Romans says one thing, chapter 8, verse 7. The carnal mind is enmity against the law of God, because the carnal mind is not subject to the law of God. So we love each other in spirit. And once you look at each other and love each other in spirit, it's something different when you love each other like that. Whether you're married or not, if you're loving yourself in spirit, it's beautiful. Because you are seeing something that's built without hands. You're seeing something that does not have a physical structure. You're seeing a spiritual structure. You're seeing something that also grants you peace, eternal problem solving, eternal happiness. Those things just you can't place a value on. And that's the beautiful thing about submitting to the same thing with husband and wife. You know, they say, wives submit themselves to your husband, but husband got to submit themselves to their wives too, because husbands really submit themselves to the law of God, which is the spiritual mind. So you want your wife to see that spiritual mind in you. It's so beautiful to submit to a spiritual mind because you know that your husband is carrying on God's head, carrying on God's spirit. And also, not just for the husband, for the wife too as well. You know, the wife carries some beautiful love and grace that fills a man's heart up with love, eternal love that probably expressed like no other. And I've seen that so much in my wife, so much this year, even the years before that. But this year, just having this experience with her one on one and watching ourselves grow together with God and solving problems differently, going to God with problems differently, is such an amazing experience. And I just want everybody else to think the same thing too. You can have that amazing experience too in your life. If you are submitting to the same authority, that authority is going to carry you through everything. It's going to carry you through the storms. It's going to weather all the storms. It's going to give you the confidence that you need in your marriage to overcome all the obstacles that you've been facing all the time and give you the knowledge that you need to get past it. You know, the knowledge and wisdom of God is so enlightening. You know, they say as a man thinks, so is he. So you gotta say, how do I want to think? That's for men and women. And once you're in marriage, like thinking like that, nothing can break you. Any kind of problem that goes into the bottom, y'all gonna figure it out. Y'all gonna say, we got this. And nothing gonna come in between us. There's not gonna be no hedge in between us. That's gonna make us not be able to think that we can get past this. And that's the beautiful thing that I really, really embraced in our marriage this year. We faced a lot of obstacles, a lot of things that brought our minds down low, but we went to God on it. And God helped us get through it all. And God will help any other marriage get through it all too as well. As long as you submit to the same authority. And just think about that. You know, are we submitting to the same authority? If we are, that authority has power. That authority has grace. That authority has mercy. That authority has solutions to everything that you ever imagine. Spiritually, psychologically, emotionally, you know, God can carry you through it all. And that's one thing I'm very, very grateful for this year of our marriage. That we see that no problem can break us. The problem is itself is what's getting into our marriage. And we identify the problems and solve and get through it. Not pointing fingers at one another. We are pointing fingers at the problem. And that's grand in marriage. So I'm just saying to all, if you're married to yourself, in the beginning, that you're figuring out yourself, remember that. Get on that spiritual head. So when you find your forever is going to be your forever. Because forever already resides in you. The kingdom of heaven is within. So married couples, same thing. Kingdom of heaven is within. And once you carry that same authority, it's a beautiful, blissful marriage. And that's what I want for any other marriage, every other marriage. If you're faced with challenges, remember y'all submitting to the same authority. And that same authority has carried you through in your single life. And that same authority is going to carry you through in your married life. And it's most definitely carry you through your spiritual life. Because God keeps that covenant bound together. And that is the beautiful part about marriage. Because we all are one. And also, if you get one more last thing, family. Whether you are one with your wife or one with yourself. Book of Ephesians, chapter 6, verse 11. It says, put on the full armor of God, so you may be able to stand against the evil schemes of the devil. Not just the breastplate, not just the shield. Everything from the soles of your feet to the crown of your head. Put on a full armor. So you be ready to strike and rout those demons so they can never be able to evade you. I love y'all.